We are growing food, people. Good morning, guys. It is another kind of foggy day here. It's not super cold. I can finally not wear a jacket, hopefully all day today. But we are gonna get the day started. We are going to go feed the animals. But first, I want to show you guys this. We are growing food, people. It's not a lot, but that's a start. And I believe those are the tomatoes sprouting up, and we have peppers and stuff growing as well. But you always gotta start somewhere. But the start of our day is always this. Let's go feed Stainer and the rest of the guys. It's a pretty crazy feeling when all these guys rely on you. So if you do have goats, you know that this could be a daily struggle. Just another great reason why we love goats. Got her head stuck in the fence. Go. It's an everyday struggle, people. Normally I throw the food out to everyone first, but since they made me go pull their head out, I'm gonna make them wait and let Stainer eat first. It's a little different now that Bam Bam isn't over here. Look how calm this is. So, even though Bam Bam isn't ours anymore, we got joint custody, but see if you can see him over there standing up on his house. So I'm gonna go give them some food. Co-parenting at its best. So as usual, add a dog food. So we gotta go buy some dog food and cat food. But I guess let's go look for eggs first. Got one. Sometimes they lay them in Stainers, so I'm gonna give you this one. In the cup?
Yeah. That's what, I gotta wash it anyway.
Let's see. We got one laying over here. So we'll be getting an egg later. Here's an egg here. And another egg. So chicken eggs. And then I don't think there's any over there, but we'll go look. I guess there hasn't been any in here. The little small male goats have been getting up in there, and I guess that's why all the hay can't stay in there. So we're gonna build a little chicken area right here. Then we'll open up this part and then block that whole side off, finish the pins on that side. But we got a lot going on before we go down to my parents' house. We're gonna leave. We may leave super late Wednesday night, so we might not be able to do the meetup until our way back, but we'll figure that out, guys. But let's check on the chicks.
All right, of them are still in there. I counted.
Let's see. Jaylena said she counted all 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. They're doing great. What's up, guys? They got plenty of food. They got water. We're good. So we're on our way to Walmart and to get some dog food and cat food, but we had an idea to go check out some tiny houses and mobile homes and finish at the house. So we're gonna do a video on that. Sneak peek. Got a floor plan for a tiny house. So we got a lot of stuff coming, but you got to stay tuned for that. The video's coming very, very soon, so that's exciting. So a lot of you guys know in our other video that, you know, Jaylena and we're gonna build our own house. And so we're thinking it'd be cool. It may not be the full house that we're gonna live in, but we wanna see if we can build a tiny house, not on wheels though, for less than $2,000. We've been brainstorming different ideas. If you guys have some ideas of how we could pull it off, you know, please leave some comments. We have some great ideas for it, and we are very, very excited. We're gonna try to do that sooner than later, but it's something that we think you guys can get a lot out of. We would show step by step on framing and siding and, you know, insulation and heating and AC and, you know, running electric and plumbing, like everything, the works. We're gonna show everything step by step. We're probably gonna do somewhere in the, you know, 100 square foot range, and then we are heading down to my parents' house. I think the plan is gonna be we're gonna leave super early in the morning on Thursday at like 2 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock in the morning. We're gonna drive down and we're gonna stop in the Austin area, and there's some finished shed to homes that we are gonna film there so we can finish our other video up, and then we're gonna check that out, and then we're gonna go hopefully do a meetup in San Marcos if it's the right time, but if not, unfortunately we're not gonna be able to do it. We'll do it on the way back, and then we're gonna be at our parents' house. And so we don't know how long we'll be there, probably 5 to 7 days, but if you have anything you want to ask my parents, you want us to show you at our parents, we're going to try to finish the fence. My dad has been busting his butt since we left, and so I can't wait to see what he's done and finish the fence for him and get it knocked out, guys. Like, my mom is going blind, and she needs her place to roam. So, Mom, we're going to hook you up. Got dog food, and I think they're enjoying it more than they should. Look at all these guys wishing they had more food. All they ever want to do is eat.
Especially this one. Right, Stainer.
It's been a lot calmer around here without Bam Bam. We miss him, but he's just across the field over there. These are now the main men. That's the female. This is a little boy back there. These two.
Bill and Ted.
Bill and Ted.
We haven't named her yet. I call her Mama.
Yeah, what should we name? So what should we name the female? We got Bill and Ted, and now we need her named. I don't know. We came up with Stainer, so we're not very good. All right, I'm hungry. I gotta go eat. Jaylena, what are you doing? Now it's time to finally finish this garden. We only had one more day to till this up for you to take the tiller back to my dad, so I had to get to work. Alright, it took some time, but we finished. So I just finished up working on the garden outside, well, tilling it for now. And it got me thinking, it's just like, why in the world am I spending all this time tilling this up and getting tired when I can just be watching TV or go work a normal job or whatever I'm doing? And, you know, it really got me thinking. And, you know, instead of complaining, I need to be thankful. I need to be thankful that I have the time and even energy to do this. I need to be thankful that I have the tiller to do this with. Thank you to my dad. I didn't have to spend $500, $600, $800 on a tiller. I'm very lucky in that aspect. I'm very lucky that you guys watch our vlogs and we could put them on YouTube, and not that we make a killing, but we can monetize it and make a little bit of income so I don't have to work a normal job if it gets to that point that we make enough. But why complain? There's nothing to complain about. It's just hard work. I know a lot of people my age don't do this and probably don't want to do it, and probably don't even have the dream of living this lifestyle or the thought or the, you know, vision or anything like that. But I'm 33 years old, and my wife, you know, she's still got a few years to catch up to me, and Jared's 33, and why not do this now? Because, you know, when we were over at Tom and Rhonda's house, and, you know, they were talking about, you know, in their 60s they started doing this lifestyle. We're ahead of the game, you know, big time when it comes to retirement and, you know, stuff like that, trying to live mortgage free. And, you know, who am I to complain? I'm just gonna keep busting butt, and I'm gonna knock this out. That dirt out there, we dug about 5-6 inches deep, and as I picked it up, it just crumbled in my hands. And I was just, you know, it just got me thinking. It's like, that dirt is worth its weight in gold to us, because that's where our food's gonna come from, and the food that we could feed our animals. And this is our land that we're buying. You know, we're building this with our blood, sweat, and tears. And I don't know if a lot of you know this, but when Jaylene and I bought this property 2 years ago, there was literally nothing out here. One tree in the very back, and it's super small little mesquite tree, and then grass, tall grass, nothing, no fences, no house, no barn, no rock, no landscape, no garden, anything, like nothing at all. It was nothing. It was a field of tall grass. And to be where we're at now, I can't be nothing but thankful. So, you know, again, it really, really had me thinking. And it's like, why did we start now? Why, you know, today did I start, you know, or yesterday really, just start tilling the garden up? And, you know, it's just like, I guess I need to remember, and you guys need to remember, is don't wait for tomorrow. Tomorrow may not come. And live the life you want now. So now that the sappy part of the vlog is over, I'm gonna go back out there and I'm gonna weed the garden, get out as much as I can. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just gonna get what I can. I spent about 30 minutes picking the weeds and grass out, stuff like this. It just makes it a lot easier later when you go to plant. It's just less weeds you gotta deal with. So it's well worth spending the time now than doubling in later. We're gonna feed all these weeds to this rabbit. Since we took out a lot of the grass that it had to eat, hopefully this will be plenty for her to eat while we're gone. We have these green onions that grow on our property, just wild. Does anybody know what they are exactly? Let us know in some comments below. Alright, so now I'm going to show you guys some of these salt cedar trees we cut down from my parents' house. We've had them in buckets of water for, I don't know, 2 months now, I think. The first month it was real slow, but now they are rooting out, so we're going to try to plant those as well. So let's check out the roots. That one is doing all right. Not the best, but there is a root growing right there. So as you can see, there's some little roots starting to come out, which is great. It's not very big, but it's growing. And this one, you can actually see right there, is starting to grow out of the tree, which is a very, very good sign. We finally got around to putting these salt cedars in the ground. I wanted to make them about 8 or 9 feet away from the fence. When they grow out, we'll have plenty of room. Luckily, the ground was pretty soft, so it wasn't that hard to dig. We dug them almost a foot deep. That way the roots have plenty of room to root into the ground, and we're going to go back and water them later and soak them really good, and it's supposed to rain the next few days, so I think they'll be fine. As you can see, we planted them all the way down the fence line, so hopefully we'll have a good wind break and kind of block the neighbors off a little bit. Then I figured I'd go and work in the garden again. I don't know if it's going to make a difference or not having rows, so I figured I'd do 2 rows and then other parts where it's just normal, and then we're going to do a couple of raised garden beds and see what works best. If you guys have an opinion on what works best, please let us know down in the comments. Alright guys, I am freaking tired. Today was a long day, a lot of work in the garden. We went and filmed some more stuff. We went and did some errands. We did a lot of stuff today. But Jared just got home, and I think he bought a greenhouse, so I'm going to go check that out. And let's see what his take on it is. So what are you doing out here?
Working. I just bought this greenhouse from Walmart. It was like $24, something like that. It wasn't too expensive. I got a couple of grape plants. I got red grapes and green grapes, all seedless. I'm just potting them right now. What I plan on doing is once they start producing a little bit, we're going to go ahead and build something out in the garden and put them out there and let them grow there. But I'm just going to get everything started here on the porch. Once I put the potting soil in, I add a little bit of vegetable garden plant food. I put this on everything, just like that hot sauce. You put that shit on everything.
You beat me to it.
I just sprinkle a nice handful on there. Looks kind of like kitty litter. Yes, I put a lot. I did that on these plants as well. Down here, got blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries growing. And then over here, I have a tray of different types of peppers.
And if you guys remember, this is what I showed you earlier in the day. And I think it was up here. These were growing. You saw that. But just today alone, look at that. We got some growth down here. We got growth. These guys are growing in just today. So we're doing it right, guys.
But we have different type of peppers, like I showed in the other video. We'll put the link below. I got serrano peppers, chili peppers, banana peppers, bell peppers, jalapenos, and then I think it's 4 different types of tomatoes that we're growing. These have been growing for about 2 weeks now. Yes, we live in Texas. I'm not worried about it being too cold or anything. I figured I'd keep them on the front porch, close this up at night. I just want to get plenty of sunlight during the day. I bought a little spray bottle. Just going to go in there and just make sure everything's damp. And then I'll probably do this every day when I get home from work. The flap just comes down, zips it down, good to go.
So we know this is a cheap $20 greenhouse, but I think it's going to work. Jared, do you think it's going to work out?
Hell yeah, it's going to work out.
For 20 bucks, can't beat it.
This is I believe they call it like spider legs or something, some kind of plant that I got from my mom. I wanted to bring them up here and try to grow them. Down here are some banana plants that my dad gave me. They were the ones that we cut down behind their little cabana at the house. Yes, they look a little dead right now, but it's winter time. They should green up during the spring.
Because you guys know that's when we got the those trees that we planted earlier. We got those. It was like 2 months ago. So they're all growing. It's pretty awesome to bring stuff from South Texas up here.
Here's some of the other little plants that we got from our mom.
What are they called? Mother-in-law mother-in-law tongues or something?
I believe so. I just had one pot and I planted them. Now I have them all over the house. Easy to take care of. Over here we have another type of, I think it's a chili patine plant.
Woo!
Yeah, it
Look at me in the reflection.
But anyways, I brought this up too. We're gonna make sure we're growing a lot of peppers.
If y'all don't know chili patines, boy, y'all are in for a treat when we start growing them.
It will burn your booty. This right here is just another little, it's some kind of vine that my dad says grows really well. I'm not really sure why I brought it up here, but I was just gonna try it out. I just keep it in a little carton of like a milk jug we cut in half and just let it just keep growing. And then over here are the
these are more the salt cedar trees. These weren't really rooting out that much, so I put them back in water. We're gonna let those sit a little bit longer. And Baxter, you're not supposed to be up here on the porch, are you, buddy?
So even though I worked all day, leave the house like I said in the other video, I get up, I'm out the door by 5:30 in the morning. Usually home by about 5:30 in the afternoon, but when you live on the homestead, you got to come home and work. But I've got everything planted. I'm just going to go ahead and clean up, sweep up all the extra dirt, sit back, maybe sip on a beer on the front patio, and enjoy the cool Texas weather.
As always, thanks guys for watching. We got our Facebook and Instagram links down below in the description. We have a Patreon account. We are going to do a meetup. We're going to announce that tomorrow in the video or something. Maybe we'll do a live video. We are going to leave super early at like 3 or 4 in the morning on Thursday. Then we're going to drive down to Austin to Giddings, Texas, that area, and we're going to do a review on some sheds, some finished out shed to homes, and then we're going to go down to our parents, and we got a wedding to do photos for, and then we will hang out with my parents for a little bit, finish their fence, hopefully, and see how all that goes. But maybe when we come back, the windmill, we could fix that. Thank you guys for watching, and we're gonna go relax now.